Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
That's right.
Let's do some Yee Team, Mano. You're going to like these stories today because we love talking about money
Let's talk
and deals.
about it.
All right, so Diageo is responding to Diddy's racism accusations. Now, he sued them in May. He said that Diageo breached his partnership deal for DeLeon Tequila by not supporting the brand properly. He also said that there was racism, and Diageo treated his product line worse than others because he is black. Well, Diageo has now responded. They responded yesterday. They said that this is a bad faith sham action filed by a star who had amassed nearly $1 billion from their partnership but now wanted to extract billions more. They said these allegations are nothing more than opportunistic attempts to garner press attention and distract the court from the fact that plaintiff's breach of contract claim is entirely without merit. And they also went on to say that they provided a lot of funding for DeLeon. They said unwilling or unable to provide funding for the mutual benefit of the parties and the DeLeon brand. In mid-2020, Combs began to issue threats to damage the brand and defame Diageo and its executives and employees by publicly claiming that DeLeon's failure to thrive was due to a racial animus against him. They said that they supplied over $100 million for DeLeon. So they're confused as to why this is happening. And you know, that partnership deal that he has with them is a large part of the reason why he's always on that list of, the richest hip hop artists.
Well, he said that they promote Casamigos a lot more than they promote DeLeon and Ciroc. They said they have that in a kind of urban brand. And, urban is a word for black.
Right, and he wanted to make sure. Now, I do have Diddy's response, all right, and this was sent to me, and it says, Diageo attempting to end its deals with Mr. Combs is like firing a whistleblower who calls out racism. It's a cynical and transparent attempt to distract from multiple allegations of discrimination over the years. He has repeatedly raised concerns as senior executives uttered racially insensitive comments and made biased decisions based on that point of view. Diageo even acknowledged the problem by agreeing in his contract to treat DeLeon the same way it treated their other tequila brands. He brought the lawsuit to force them to live up to that contract, and instead they respond by trying to get rid of him. This lawsuit and Mr. Combs are not going away. This could end up being very ugly. And you know what's going to matter in a situation like this? Because Diageo is a huge company that has a lot of brands under it.
Right.
What are other brands going to say, and what are the other brands that they have? And are other executives going to come forward, and other people they have partnerships with?
Do they have other partnerships with anybody black?
Yeah, we got to look into that.
See, because George Clooney, right? That's Casamigos.
That's Casamigos, yes.
They also have, what is it?
Diageo is a huge brand, though. Like, they have a lot of different. Let's see what their brands are. I'm gonna tell you right now.
They got
as I do this deep dive.
Yeah, do a deep dive because they have
They have Don Julio, Smirnoff, Guinness, Barrios, Buchanan's, Dom Perignon, Kettle One. I don't think any of these are black owned.
Yeah, nobody's.
The Singleton.
Nobody's black over there.
They have that bourbon.
Nobody's black.
How do you say it? Bouillet? Bourbon, is that how you say it? All right, well, we'll keep our eye on this and keep you guys updated, and maybe we'll get to hear both sides. All right, and French Montana, his L.A. mansion has hit the market for nearly $23 million. Okay, so he's getting rid of that home in the Hidden Hills community. It's a 1.5-acre parcel of land. Maybe Rick Ross will buy it. He bought Meek Mill's house when
he bought two of them.
Meek Mill posted it.
Right.
This is a very nice house that French Montana has. I'm sure he has something that he's planning to do with it. How was his documentary?
Dope.
Okay.
Dope, man. For her, it's for Khadijah. That's his mother.
Yeah, his mom.
That was dope. So we went out there and we saw it. That was really nice.
All right, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, man.
And Nicki Minaj has offered to pay the college tuition for the 14-year-old boy who shot and killed a man that attacked his mother. This was in Chicago. His mom is Carlisha Hood. She got into an argument with Jeremy Brown at a restaurant and was repeatedly punched in the head. And that's when her 14-year-old son came in and opened fire on him after the attack and killed him in the process. Now, Nicki Minaj is saying she wants to pay for that 14-year-old his college tuition when he's ready to go to college, if he wants to go.
Right.
Here's what she had to say. She said that 14-year-old boy that backed that hammer out when that grown-ass man was punching his mother in the face as if she were a man is a true hero. If he wants to go to college, I'd love to help. It's what any son should have done for their mother.
Absolutely.
And imagine she had initially gotten charged, and so
yeah,
did he.
they both got charged with murder.
Yes. And so that's traumatizing for both of them.
Yeah.
I did, however, feel sad for this man's children because he has twins that now are going to grow up without their dad for him doing something stupid like
But
that.
his actions brought that
for
about,
his
though.
attack that he had.
Right.
And now these poor innocent kids are going to not have their dad around. They said it was their birthday the day before this happened.
Yeah, you got to think, bro.
You know, so again, a really stupid, sad situation for everybody that was involved. Nobody's life is going to be the same after that. And one person lost their life. And that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.